All right, well, got some pretty good progress. You can see the whole front of the engine here. I did put a brand new oil pump on recently, as you can maybe tell. I am gonna take the water pump off because I have a new water pump, although this one doesn't look too old either. As far as cleaning goes, I'd like to clean this motor. I'm not gonna go all out with the pressure washer, so probably come in vacuum, compress air it, and then spray it with a degreaser and just try and get in the little areas. So it's the next day, and Oliver here and I have been working hard at cleaning this engine up. I'm not trying to go too in detail. Sometimes I get carried away with making sure I get every little speck of dirt and grime. I think it looks pretty good. Just kind of spent some time chipping away at it, especially in the back. I mean, there's a lot of greased up, caked up oil. So yeah, we're almost there. Just got to start, well, almost done cleaning. I'd like to take out this piece right here, and I'm gonna start replacing seals and stuff. So we got some camshaft seals. I don't know still. I took the water pump off, as you can see. I don't know still if I'm gonna take the oil pump off or not, just because, like I said, I just did it. All right, what's up? So this morning I am trying to clean up these pieces right here. Got my intake and coolant pipes. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but coolant runs through it. I really want to paint this intake manifold. I'm just looking at it right now. Got some stuff to disassemble and give it a quick clean and paint. All right, so making a little progress, just getting some little things off first, like the idle air control valve, brackets, PCV valve. And now I'm just gonna pull out the wiring harness, and then we got the fuel rail, including the fuel injectors. All right, and just like that, we got the fuel rails off, the wiring harness, and the fuel injectors and the rails that they sit in. So I'm gonna clean it up here, all this dirt and grime, and we'll get this painted up. Cool, so I got all of the intake manifold cleaned up, and I just degreased it. So, you know, it looks obviously a lot cleaner than it did. So just gonna go through and tape up everything, mask off what I need to, and then prep it to paint it with this. This is supposed to be an orange red. All right, got everything masked off. The injector areas right here, down here, and under there. So anyways, I'm gonna blow it off with some compressed air and start painting it. I just went through and I cleaned this with the soft brush, and just got all the dirt off of there. You know, just a lot of dry dirt and a little bit of oil right there. I'm just gonna wipe it with some degreaser and call it good. And then I went through and I degreased lightly all the pieces here, and then I took some carb cleaner through the idle air control valve here. I'm going to take this piece right here, clean it, and just paint it a light coat of black. All right, well, here it is. It's been about an hour. It's dry to the touch. Looks pretty good. Alright guys, well, I just did both the cam seals in the front, replaced the O-ring back behind here, and replaced the O-ring back right there. Alright, well, another quick update. Both of the valve covers have new seals on the bolts and around the seal, or the valve I mean. And I just put in a new water pump with a OEM thermostat and gasket and brand new OEM bolts. So right now I'm working on the oil pan, resealing it. You can see I just have it off and cleaned up the surface. We got the oil pan for the most part cleaned up and ready to reinstall. So we got the oil pan on with all new hardware, and then I wanted to show you guys I put back together the intake manifold. So that's all back together and ready to go. While I was at the dealership, I picked up a genuine oil filter. I got some new roller bearings here for the timing belt and a new sprocket, and we got some new plastic, and then put these back on, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just continuing right along. Got this coolant pipe back in, so yeah, just gonna start assembling all this stuff as best I can. Alright, well, here I am making some serious progress. If you didn't notice, I already have the intake manifold back on and new gaskets all around. You know, starting to get some accessories back on, some brackets, and I got the timing belt done, which is a big sigh of relief. Throwing on some of this stuff right here, just like accessories, hosing, and little stuff here. So I'm just gonna breeze through all this, giving it just like a wipe down in between. Check it out, just like that. Got all brand new plastic on there, timing cover, and all new hardware too. Subaru OEM. All right, and just like that, I got most of everything reassembled on the motor, including the throttle. I went ahead and cleaned that in the ultrasonic cleaner, and hooked up the rest of the hosing here. So the engine is now on the ground, and I got it off the stand, and now I'm going to take the adapter plate off, and then I'm going to do the rear main seal as well as the oil separator plate there on the back. Check it out, just got the rear main seal out, and then I'm going to take off these and do the plate with RTV. So I got this surface clean, and I also have this surface clean. So now all I have to do is just put a little silicone and put it on in there with the screws. All right guys, well, with the rear main seal and the oil separator plate both resealed and cleaned up, ready to go, that pretty much concludes the refresh here of the EJ22. So keep an eye out for the next videos, which is probably going to be me just putting on the rest of the stuff on the back here, mating the engine to the new Rancho transmission I have, and then going forth with the install on those, as well as a bunch of other things on the van. So stay tuned for future videos, and thanks for watching.